Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Getting right into today's video, I am starting off by removing the current design on my client's nails. If you guys missed this really pretty, super easy design that I created on her nails for this set, make sure to check out that video. I will leave that linked down for you guys if you guys missed it. I am going ahead and using my e-file at a speed of about 9 to 10,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using their rose gold 5-in-1 carbide bit in medium grit. And I am just very lightly and gently removing that design and the top coat. I am not applying any more pressure because I'm not trying to remove bulk product. All I want to do is gently remove that design.
All I see is blessings, got no time for stressing. Don't believe in failures in my life, it's only lessons. They just making room for what I'm on now. I don't got a clue, but I know the one who does know how. Oh wow, it's like I'm learning the game with the maker I already know now. Destiny has my name, know it's coming, it'll never go. I know that we all gonna be alright. We gon' make it through if it takes us all night. No matter what the odds may bring our way, I can see the blessings coming our way. Yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way.
I can't say that life's been perfect or complain, cause life's been worth it. And all because of who he is working, only working out for my God. And no more living in that fear, no more tears and no. Oh, he's working me and molding me, who he wants me to be.
I know
And once I'm done removing the design, we are going to be prepping the natural nail for the acrylic fill. I get asked a lot why I do a fill on her nails even though they do not look grown out. If you are a nail wearer and you have been getting your nails done for a really long time, you will know that even in a few days of growth, it starts bothering you, and I feel like maybe that's her case. She comes in every 2 weeks. She does have very minimal growth. However, I totally understand the feeling of getting your cuticles done and just having a fresh looking set. So I will never reject a fill no matter how early it is. Even if I just did them a few days ago, if somebody asks a fill, we're gonna fill those nails. So I'm going ahead and using my mandrel bit and a sanding band and just gently buffing the shine off of her natural nail. This is crucial when it comes to doing a fill. You want to make sure that there is zero shine to that nail. It will help remove oils from it, which helps adhere the acrylic to her nail. So I'm just going ahead very, very gently. These sanding bands are in medium grit, but they are super fine. So if you guys are concerned about that at all, do not be. As long as you have it at a very low speed, which I keep my e-file for my prep at 4,000 RPMs. You should be good to go.
I can see the blessings coming our way, yeah. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way, our way, our way. Blessings on blessings, yeah. I can see the blessings coming our way, yeah.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be.
Now very quickly, I'm also going in and really getting in depth with the prep process with this needle bit. I am just going around that cuticle area. This helps remove any excess dead skin that you might have missed with your mandrel bit. We all know that the mandrel bit does a really good job. However, because the barrel is a little bit on the thicker side, something so skinny like this helps you get into those hard to reach areas. And especially because she does have very little growth, it is definitely harder to get in there. But this helps so much, and I definitely recommend it for everyone struggling with their prep.
You call my bluff, I won't pick up, I let it ring. Record your voice so I can listen back again. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me.
Now when it comes to the cuticles, I am terrified deeply of cuticle nippers and scissors, and I just do not want to have to cut, trim, nip anything off. So I definitely prefer this method. I'm using a cuticle ball bit. I have now moved my speed up to 5,000 RPMs, which for me personally, I have felt that it works a lot better, especially with more stubborn dry areas. Highly recommend this if you are also terrified of nipping any cuticle off. I love it. Once you get a good clean start, the upkeep for your client's cuticles is going to be very, very minimal, and it just makes everything look so much better.
Down a second chance, I'm too selfish for that. I let you fall again, now that you know that I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was.
Once I'm done prepping her natural nail, I am taking my Tammy Taylor Peel and Stick file. I believe these are 100 grit. I'm not quite sure if they are. Do not quote me on that, but they are the pink ones. They have blue ones available as well, but I use the pink ones. I'm just taking this, basically trying to reshape very, very lightly, not really. I'm focusing more on that gel paint that I missed with my e-file. I do tend to miss it a lot on the side, so I'm just taking advantage of my hand file and filing it off. Now taking my e-file, once again, I still have my e-file speed at 8,000 to 9,000 RPMs using the 5-in-1 bit. And I am trimming off a very small amount of length of her nail. Basically what the growth was, that is what she requested. So I'm making sure that I'm holding her finger very, very still. Along with that, I'm making sure that I am grasping my hand piece very strongly. I do not want it to skip at all. You want to make sure that you have really good grip on both ends because it can be terrifying. Trust me, you do not want to go through it skipping. It scares me every single time it has happened. So I make sure that I am holding everything very well. And then I'm just lightly removing the cut off portion underneath the nail. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that on the other hand as well. I'm quickly taking a lint-free wipe and some Young Nail Swipe and thoroughly cleaning the surface of the nail, specifically the natural nail area. This works as a dehydrator. It just helps clean all the dust off while dehydrating the nail, which is crucial also for the acrylic application. I am now taking my primer. This is a XXX Bond from Not Polish. I am really scrubbing in a good layer of that, basically just on the natural nail area, and then I am going in with the second coat to ensure zero lifting will occur. Now, as mentioned in my last video where I did a fill, fills have become my favorite. I feel like the acrylic application when it comes to a fill is so satisfying to me. Just seeing the nail be revived, basically, it just looks so good in my opinion. For today's video, I am using the Profiles Backstage acrylic brush in the size 10 or 12, I cannot remember, but it is their black handle one, which is how I remember which one it is on their site. I'll definitely leave that link down below along with any discount codes for all the products I have used in today's video. I'm using this one because it is slightly smaller than my Not Polish one. I love the brush. It is a really good brush, so definitely recommend it. For fill specifically, I like to use smaller sized brush just because I won't pick up excess product. It definitely will cause you to waste more product if you use larger beads, and it might make the nail look a little bit more bulky. I am using Nude Me from Not Polish for the acrylic. Such a pretty nude. It has become very quickly my favorite. Along with that, I'm using their Monomer as well. I'm basically taking a medium-sized bead of acrylic with this brush and applying it specifically where the growth is at, holding the finger in a downward position, pushing up very, very gently as I do not want the product to overflow, and then gently blending it down into the existing acrylic. When it comes to fills, you want to make sure you have your liquid to powder ratio down perfectly. I feel like when you do a full set using acrylic, that can have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to your liquid to powder ratio. You can always make it work, but specifically with fills, you want to avoid any leakage into the cuticle area, as ultimately when you go in and clean it, you're not fully cleaning it very well. which will lead to lifting, and you want to make sure that the nails stay on perfectly the entire time that they have them on. So always make sure you guys revisit that. If you guys are having issues with your products, make sure you really practice and get it down perfectly. And once we are done with our acrylic application, everything is nice and dry. Tap the nail to make sure you're getting that tapping sound, which will indicate that everything is fully dry. I'm going in with my e-file once again, 5-in-1 bit again, using very light pressure. I'm basically going around that cuticle area, making sure that the acrylic is nice and smooth, and then very gently going over top of the entire nail vertically up and down to ensure everything transitions perfectly from the cuticle down to the tip. Very simple process, very quick, especially if you are applying your acrylic as smooth as possible. This process will not take you long at all. Now I'm taking my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file once again, filing the sides, making sure at this point that the shape is perfect. She is wearing a square, just slightly, very, very slightly tapered in. Nothing crazy at all, basically full square, very gently tapered in. So I'm just going in and ensuring that everything from the growth of the nail, basically where the free edge is down to the tip, is nice and straight. And then we are flipping the hand around to look at the nails from her perspective, and I am squaring off that tip. I always mention how crucial this is so you can really get a full view of the shape, the nail, the application. And if you do see any imperfections, make sure you fix it at this point. I promise you, it is a game changer when you fully appreciate the nails versus having your client point out something that you missed. So make sure you are really looking at them from all of the views possible. Now I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some young nail swipe once again, and just cleaning the surface of the nail, prepping it for nail art. I believe I did buff her nails. I don't know where that footage went, but sponge buffer is from Profiles Backstage, and now I am cleansing off that excess dust. Now you guys are probably aware that my lovely client always gets really pretty sets of nails. Her designs that she chooses are always super, super pretty. This is her last appointment with me for now. I'm going on maternity leave, so this was officially her last appointment. She decided to go very simple, elegant, classy, because she was like, I'm probably going to be wearing this set for a while. So she figured she would just go ahead with something simple, let it grow out, and it not really bother her. So we're going in with a really pretty deep French basic color for the win. I am so excited that I was able to do these. Whenever I finished and I put the top coat on, they looked so good. So I was like super excited that she chose something super dainty. So I'm taking my nail art brush from Not Polish. It will be linked down below. You guys know I had my OG brush. It officially gave up on me, and now I've been using this one and I love it. I like that it has two sides, which gives me, you know, two different options. But the bristles are really, really good quality. I haven't had any issues. Of course, my other one went like 5 years long. So we'll see on this one. I'm not quite sure if I'm still going to purchase the other one or not. I think I'm just going to fully give this one a go and see how it works. And then I'm taking a 3D nail art brush, which is also one of my OG brushes. It is linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys want to check that out. I'm basically using it as a thicker brush to fill in the majority of the surface that has white on it. If you use a liner brush, it will just take a little bit longer, as you can see me doing here. I think I just got impatient and I wanted to fill it in, but it definitely is a lot quicker if you use a thicker brush. It saves you time. And for this white, I am using the Poochiez Nails white gel paint. I use it mainly for pigments, but it was the one that I had right then and there. I love the opacity of it. Definitely recommend it. It is one of my favorites, so check her stuff out if you guys are interested. And I am just showing you guys a process on one hand because it is very repetitive. Same concept on the other hand. Make sure you do fully cure this in the light before you top coat. I placed it in there for a minute, I think maybe 2 even, just to make sure everything was fully dry while I was working on the other hand. And then I'm going in very, very lightly with a second coat. It was a little bit on the sheer side on certain areas that I didn't do a very good job of applying the gel paint. So I'm just going in very quickly and fixing that with a little bit more paint as a second layer and then popping it back into the light very quickly. Once I'm done doing that second layer and everything is nice and cured, I am going in with my top coat. This is the Not Polish Gloss It. Favorite glossy top coat. Definitely recommend it. It wears so good, stays super shiny, very scratch resistant in my opinion. So I'm just adding a very thin, even coat of that, really pressing it into that deep French as well to make sure that it gets into all the crevices. And I'm going to be placing that in the light, of course, for a full minute. If you are like me, place it in there for 2 just to ensure everything is fully cured. And for that, I am using my Kiara Sky LED light.
Don't forget the ones that made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day one, day one. Showed up, day one before the glow up. Don't need to ask for them, show love. Don't need to ask for them, show love, show love. Izquierda pa' derecha, dale bien pa' allá. Yo quiero que tú bailes, dale sin parar. Todo mundo, hey, quiero vacilar. Shake it, and I'll throw it right back. Ooh, take it back to when nobody used to know me. Lights down low, I was just chilling with my homies. Now that we're popping, everybody is talking. This is for my day one. Don't forget the ones that made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day one, day one. This is for my day one. Don't forget the ones that made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor. This is for my day one, day one. Showed up, day one before the glow up. Don't need to ask for them, show love. Don't need to ask for them, show love, show love. Ooh, take it back to when nobody used to know me. Lights down low, I was just chilling with my homies. Now that we're popping, everybody is talking. This is for my day one. Don't forget the ones that made ya. Deep side sweating out flavor.
Once we are fully dry, I am going in with my cuticle oil from Profiles Backstage. This one is Goddess for any of you interested in purchasing it. It is my favorite smelling one along with the watermelon one if you guys are curious. I'm just applying a generous amount of that around the cuticle area and then thoroughly blending it out into the rest of her skin. I love this cuticle oil. If you guys are an OG, you guys probably are aware of it, and I talk a lot about it because it smells good and it melts right into the skin. But that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a ton. Do not forget to check out our family vlog channel. We did start that a few weeks ago, and we are so excited to share a little bit of our personal life with you guys. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll see you guys later.
This is for my day one, day one. This is for my day one. Don't forget the ones that made ya deep south sweating out flavor. This is for my day one, day one. Izquierda pa derecha, dale bien paga. Yo quiero que tú bailes, dale sin paga. Todo mundo, hey, quiero vacilar. Shake it, and I'll throw it right back.